Today we're reviewing The Smashing Machine. Yes, Smashing Machine is a movie starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson alongside Emily Blunt. And it is basically a biopic movie of the UFC fighter Mark Kerr. Now, Mark Kerr basically is one of the people that very much at the beginning of UFC founded the actual, the sport itself before it actually got popular. He didn't really earn as much money as they do now, for instance, but he was very much a staple in terms of how that became to be. The Rock totally transforms in this movie. He totally transforms into Mark Kerr, and he completely has so much prosthetics on his face. He has hair and whatnot, and he looks totally unrecognizable. Now, when I watched the trailer to this is an A24 film, but when I watched the trailer to this, I honestly thought this is going to be a fantastic film and really show The Rock's acting skills, dare I say it. And it does. He does fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets nominated for an Oscar. I personally wouldn't nominate him, but I would understand why if he did get the Oscar nomination. I don't think he's going to win, because I think Leonardo DiCaprio, for instance, in One Battle After Another is a better pick if you're choosing those two, for instance. But he does a fantastic performance that is that level. There is a little bit of criticism in there in terms of Emily Blunt and him, because Emily Blunt is a fantastic actress in her own right, but I felt like every scene they were in was very much just them pair having an argument. It wasn't much like progression in their actual relationship and story. It didn't actually seem to be anything different other than that. Now, that could just be down to the screenplay and the story, and that's kind of why I downmarked her a little bit in terms of my score. But a fantastic film, which does get a little bit repetitive in terms of you have a bit of an argument, husband and wife get a little bit of an argument, he does some training, and then he has a fight. He deals with the consequences of the fight, whether he wins or he loses. He has another argument, and then again he has another fight, and it kind of feels a bit like that, very repetitive. Now, I get it, that is what sports movies are, but for me, maybe that's just not something I'm interested in or that much joy. But acting performance wise was brilliant. It also transports you back into like the early or late 90s in terms of when the film is set. It does fantastic at doing that. It did feel like at times I was watching a documentary, so that part of it was executed great. But as I say, I had to downmark it a little bit in terms of the sports movie side of things and the repetitiveness that was actually in the script and the screenplay. Rating the movie then, what did I give it? Well, I actually gave it a 4-star. I think the performances were fantastic enough that I have to give it a good score in terms of the performances. And as I say, being transported based on the sets, costumes, all of that, it was still really good. Have you seen Smashing Machine? Let me know in the comments down below.